Okay, hello everyone. This video I'll talk about the term paper formatting, and I'll be using the APA 7th edition. My previous video was using APA was based on APA 6th edition, so I'm just creating a new one now. This will be with the latest APA edition. So before I start, I just want to tell you that there is a term paper checklist that we already shared with you, and that checklist, if you look at the first page, it's only 2 pages. If you look at the first page, so from number 1 to number 8, you can see all those 8 elements are related to the formatting part, and those are the elements I'll discuss. So you can see there is Times New Roman as font and size. So I'll go back and forth to these options. Term paper is double spaced and 1-inch margins on all 4 sides of the paper. Every page has a number on its right top hand corner. We'll discuss that. Term paper has a title page, text pages, and a reference page. Title page includes student or paper info, title, major, name, ID. These are the elements of the cover page or the title page. In the center of the page, the title is typed in bold and not the other elements. This is the change from from APA 6th to 7th edition. Student name is written under the title followed by their major. All paragraphs are indented. Then after that you have things related to APA, source submission part, topic part. So we're not discussing this, but just want to tell you that my focus today is on the formatting alone, and these are the 8 elements that I'm going to cover, and these are the 8 elements which are graded on the TP rubric for your final paper. So let's talk about it. This is a basic file. So if you can see, it's the font, Microsoft Word by default font, Calibri, body size is 11, and it's not double space, nothing done. I just finished my paper, and now I want to do the formatting. References page, this is not the focus of this video. There is another video about APA references page, so I'm not going to talk about this page as much. My main focus is on formatting the paper and creating the cover page with the APA requirements as well. So let's start. First thing you should do, and I strongly recommend you should follow the same steps so you don't disturb your formatting. So first thing you should do is select all, everything. I'm including the references here, but I'm not talking about the references page right now. So anyways, select all and Times New Roman. Don't select Times New Roman headings. Select Times New Roman, the regular Times New Roman font, size 12. So that's about the font and the size. Okay. Now the next thing you should do is indentation. Before you do the spacing, you should always do the indentation part, so it's easier for you. Indentation is from the first line, for the first line of each paragraph, starting from introduction. So you go to your first line of each paragraph one by one. First, of course, introduction, first paragraph, click here. It's the tab key. You press the tab key one time. If for any reason your tab key is not working, it's broken, you can use the space bar, the long space bar key 5 times. So 5 times if you press a space bar is equal to 1 time tab key. That's the indentation requirement. And if a space bar is not working either, then I think it's time for you to change your laptop. Anyways, so indentation. So this one is done. This is the introduction. This is my body 1. So you can see that I'm going to the first line of each paragraph and I am doing the indentation, and this is a new paragraph. So when you change your paragraph while you're typing your paper, you press the enter key. So this is also done now. So I finished the font, size, and indentation. Now after this I'm gonna do the word count before I do the spacing and everything. So for the word count, if you see right now, it shows me 1125 words, and mind you, I don't have the cover page right now. So that's for a reason. I didn't do it first, and I don't have the title of the paper, and it's counting my references as well. Actually, first we should do the title before oh sorry, word count first. So let's do the word count. It's only for your paragraphs, introduction to conclusion. That's it. And you'll see how many words, 977. Now, how do you type? 1 to 2 line space, go as much as possible to your right, not all the way right. You don't have to change the line. W capital, C capital. Don't use colon, use the dash. Space 977. That's my word count. So this is how you'll count the word count. And you know there is a sample paper on the blackboard. You can always look at the sample paper. It will also match everything I'm going to discuss right now here with you. So going back to my document. Now I'm going to do the spacing. So if you want, before spacing, you can also do the title. So the title of this paper is, you can copy and paste your title from the outline. If there were any mistakes, make sure you fix them. So it's the same on the cover page and before the introduction. So I'm going to make it not bold and regular font, just to show that you should fix every single thing. So here's my title. It should be center of the page, which is already, and bold, Times New, everything is Times New Roman, 12 size. So let's make it Times New Roman, not headings, regular, 12 size, 12, bold, bold. So headings and titles are without any underline element. So it's not underlined, just leave it like that. Okay, so title is there, and now I'm going to do the spacing. So you select your paragraphs only, like this, all your paragraphs. Do not directly, we need double spacing, but that doesn't mean you will select the number 2 from here. You'll go to line spacing options always, because you need to make sure there are 4 zeros here. Oh, I already have them, but most of the time 1 or 2 blocks are blank like this one, and some of the blocks may have different numbers. Normally you see 6, 8, 6, 8 or blank. So what you have to do, you have to make sure that these 4, there are 4 zeros here, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 boxes have a 0 there. So let's make it a 0. This is a 0 already now. So you can see 4 zeros. Then you select double spacing, line spacing double, your option here, and then you select OK. All you need to do, go and check. Remember one thing, spacing within the paragraph and spacing between the paragraphs must be same. So you see it's double space here, but if you look at this extra spacing between these paragraphs, this is not double space. So all you need to do, delete. There is an option here, but I'm just telling you the easier option for you. Then just make sure that it didn't disturb the page. See, delete all the extra spacing, delete. You see, when you did the indentation in advance, it's easier for you to, because it will, the indentation indicates that this is a new paragraph, so it's easier. This is also extra space, this is also extra space, and as well you can see. So now all my paragraphs within the paper, everything is double space. Within the paragraphs, between paragraphs, everywhere the same space. So double spacing is done. Now I'll just go to the references page quickly. I'm not, as I said, the focus is not on the references page, but I'll just quickly do the same thing here. Since I already selected those 4 zeros, so it's gonna be perfect, the double spacing. So this is done. Not talking about APA. Okay, now cover page. So you can insert, no, normally what students do, that's the reason I didn't do the title page first. They go to cover page and they insert, sorry, they add a cover page. Don't do that, because then most of them are like, they are like designs and they might not help you with the APA and spacing easily. So you can do the manual way. I don't want to show you the other way, but I think I showed you in the class. So just go all the way to the new page. You can take again your information for the title page from your outline. If your outline has no issues, copy paste, issues then fix. So what I'm going to do, I will first make it all like regular typing, so that again you make sure you check everything. Okay, so I'll just take all of this information. You can match these elements with the checklist or with the sample paper. So it has to be middle and center of the page, not really middle now. So you can see now it's a little bit better. So what I need to do now, again, all first thing is always check the font and size. Regular Times New Roman 12. Select the spacing, check again, see all of them okay, double spaced. Now this is the old APA. Some of you who took the 202 before last semester, they use this APA. So they always try to follow this. Don't follow that. Follow the sample at our template and this the checklist. So this, there are two things here that are different. Number one, the title is bold. So you make it bold. And then there is extra spacing between title and your information. You see? Now, because I disturbed a lot of things here, so let me fix. Okay, all okay now. These are my references. Page numbers. So for the page numbers, you can bring your mouse to your right or just select the right side from here. So insert page number, top of the page. You can select the simplest option always. However, don't just leave it like this. Make sure it's not different first page, otherwise it wouldn't show the page number on the first page. Before you go anywhere, you just select the page number, option home. See, Calibri body 11. That's by default, so you always have to change the font of page numbers as well. Otherwise, you lose your formatting points there. So Times New Roman 12 size. Perfect. This is done. Now just check your document one more time. Any spacing disturbed or anything wrong? Nothing. Everything is fine as you. Okay, then you go to the layout and margins. It's always the normal option. So it's either 1 inch top, one inch each side, or it can be, if your laptop is using centimeters, I think it's 2.54. You see 2.54, top, left, bottom and right all same. Set the margin and then go to size and make sure you select A4 size for your paper and check one more time. So this is disturbed, just fix it. Check your paper. All right. The last thing, a lot of students, they justify their document. I'll just show you one paragraph and they select justify now. Sorry, this one. They select justify now because they justify. So they think this is nice with all balanced here. It doesn't have to be. It has to be natural like this. So it's always justify left for your entire document. So this is all for this video about the formatting. Always refer to the checklist from number 1 to number 8 again for all the formatting rules and requirements for formatting. So that's it. All the best. I'll be doing more videos about submission and about sources. So for right now, this is it.